Before this video begins, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss an upload. Also, be sure to check out my affiliate links down below so you can get discounts on different car mods and products. Alright, let's get into the review. Hello and welcome! Today we are reviewing a 2020 Lincoln Continental. This is a black label, all-wheel drive, top trim model. I would like to thank Flood Ford Lincoln in Narragansett, Rhode Island for allowing me to review and drive this vehicle. There will be a test drive video up soon, so make sure to check that out on the channel. Alright, so this current model has 27,000 miles and stickers about $60,000. Its MSRP was closer to $80,000. This is finished in white with an alpine leather interior. This is a full-size luxury sedan with seating for 5. This has about a 4,500 pound curb weight, and it can go down to about 3,800 pounds for some of the lighter trim levels. The engine choices include 3 V6 Ecoboost engines, this one being the top trim, a 3-liter twin-turbo Ecoboost V6, making 400 horsepower and 400 pound-feet of torque, similar to in the Ford Explorer ST. This all-wheel drive model achieves 17 miles per gallon city, 25 on the highway, and 20 combined, along with an 18-gallon fuel tank. This rides on some beautiful 20-inch aluminum alloy wheels, and those are 245 tires all around. For safety features, you get active park assist, so the car can actually park itself both in parallel and perpendicular environments. You get forward collision detection with avoidance, blind spot monitoring, rear cross traffic alert, adaptive cruise control, and lane keep assist with departure warning. On the exterior, this rides on active suspension with struts in the front and multi-link in the rear. This is 201.4 inches long and 82.3 inches wide without the mirrors. You get 16.7 cubic feet of cargo space, and the rear is actually similar to some Fords. It has a sensor down below the rear trunk gate where you can swipe your foot, and if you have the key in your pocket, it will open for you. This does come with a panoramic sunroof specifically, and it does have heated mirrors as well as dual exhaust tips in the rear. You get LED DRLs in the front and the rear, as well as even for the front fog lights. In the rear you get a very long, nice panel of lighting. I think it looks great. The door handles are integrated inside of the side trim, which is chrome, and they look awesome. And it also comes with a keypad panel, similar to in a lot of Fords and Lincolns, where you can push 7, 8, or 9, 0 options to lock it, but also you can close it back up if you'd like. This does also have soft close doors for all 4 doors, which is a very cool feature. And let's have a step outside. Alright, so out here in the front, I think it looks really good with the new Lincoln grille where it has a silver, and of course this looks very muscular and elegant as a car. I think this is a very nice mix of elegance and minimalistic styling. And then in the back, it looks, it has a pretty wide stance, and I think it just looks like a Lincoln should. So yeah, this is how I would design a Lincoln if I were on the design team. And it also does have some sharp angles. If you look down, it has a very nice cutout going below the door handles right here. And these are the handles, of course. These things look awesome. Because it's not right on the side of the vehicle. It just looks a lot more understated and, you know, out there, which is good for a luxury car. This is all panoramic sunroof. This entire panel right here does move over, so that is awesome. And then here you can see there's still a slate opening for the rear passenger. You get a Continental badge right there. Here are your 20-inch wheels, and then you do get some subtle chrome going throughout there. A lot of the chrome is blacked out in this though. Not that that's a bad thing. I think it looks pretty good. Alrighty, and let's start looking inside. So on your door panel here, you get just great fit and finish. So this is the Alpine interior. So it has this two-tone between brown and a very light tan coloration. These seats right here, all these controls, similar to in a Mercedes, they have a 22-way power seat. You can even get upgraded and go up to 30-way power seats, So all of these do many, many different things, and it also has 3 levels of memory seating. So these seats are very, very impressive. Here you get a Revell Ultima audio system, and it has these covers all throughout the car. They look awesome and very premium, and of course it sounds great too. Even down here is actually soft touch padded material, so Lincoln did not cut any corners when they were working on this Continental, which is appropriate and great. Here you get a light up door sill, and here are those seats I was talking about. So they have a Lincoln emblem embossed right up here in the headrest. They have some white stitching and black piping throughout them, as well as some very nice perforation and pretty good bolstering. And all of that bolstering is fully adjustable. It is just insane in here with how great and comfortable everything is. If you're very wide, you can sit in these seats, and if you're very skinny, you can also sit in these seats. They are just really, really widely adjustable. For your steering wheel, it is a 2-tone leather-wrapped wheel between brown and that light tan once again. It's a relatively minimal wheel, but I think that's a good thing. It has some nice real wood trim down here, as well as a splash of chrome, but overall, it's very simple to use. On the right and left, you actually do get shift paddles in here, which is cool. They feel a little bit cheaper than the rest of the car. I wish they had maybe done metal ones or something. They're just black matte plastic. They don't match as well with the rest of the interior, but they're just an afterthought, so it's not too bad. And then over here on your left stock, you actually do get controls for your lane keep assist. Here in the center, you get a digital gauge cluster. I think that's good because it can be more customizable, and it's just a more modern touch of course, a very modern luxury vehicle. Over here, you get Ford's Sync 3 system, but it's a Lincoln branded one, and Sync 3 from Ford is very good, in my opinion, and very intuitive and easy to use, so I like having that. Your start stop button has a touch of luxury. That is going to be fully chrome plated, so that is cool. And along here you actually get a push button shifter. So if you push it and pop it into reverse, you get a 360 camera, and then a pretty good quality camera right there for the backup. I think it saves a lot of space, and to my knowledge it's pretty reliable, so I'm okay with that. Over here you get auto hold features, your parking sensor button, and here you can auto park, which is really cool. And then over here you can access your camera at any given point. And then for the rest of this interior, you get a lot of really nice wood trim throughout here. I think it looks great. Feels good too. And it has touches of chrome. You get, of course, dual zone automatic climate control. These seats are both massage seats in the front, and they're both heated and cooled, which is awesome. And I think it's pretty simple through here. You get a hard volume and scroll knob, which is also good because it can be too finicky if it's like touch capacitive sensors. For your knee area, all this is also padded all the way down, which is awesome because a lot of cars don't pad that, unfortunately. Even if they're pretty expensive cars, they tend not to. So I'm happy with that. Yeah, and then for these seats themselves, they are pretty impressive. They are only, again, the 22-way seat, and they look awesome. And then you also get all the same controls on the right. For your headliner in here, it's completely Alcantara, which is awesome. And then if you pull this down, you have, of course, a lighted vanity mirror. And let's do a visor test on this. It passes the majority of the way, but I wish it slid out just a little more to completely cover the window. Not bad, though. And then you get that giant panoramic sunroof right there. That is absolutely beautiful. For your center console area, it is a pretty simple design, actually. It slides in and out like so. Couple cup holders. You do get like a phone storage pod, which is nice. And then you get a 12-volt inside of here in your pretty deep and well-padded armrest. And then if you pop this one, you get a USB, another USB Type A, and a 12-volt once again. No wireless charging pad that I see, though. I'm a bit surprised by that. On the passenger side, you get a very nicely damped and well-padded glove box, so that is very nice to have. And that's going to be about it for the front. And let's have a look in the rear seat. Alright, so hopping into the rear, I'm about 6 feet tall with pretty long legs, and I have endless space back here. Headroom is actually very good as well, because it's not all that sloping of a roofline. Elbow room is good, leg room, foot room. It's very comfortable back here. I'd be glad to take a long trip in this car. You do get full climate control back here, so you get modes and temperature. And you also have heated leather seats back here. Not cooled, unfortunately, but that is very rare to find, so even having heated seats is awesome. Then the center. It's just a pretty simple little setup. There is a higher trim option. You can get a whole digital display back here where you can control the music as well. But overall, it's still very, very nice being back here. And they're still stamped with the Lincoln logo for your rear seats. And yeah, that's going to be about it for here. And let's finally check out the cargo area. And here's your key fob, which opens the trunk as well. And that is powered, of course, and it's pretty good storage in here. You do have a spare tire below there, and it has some LED lighting, and overall, it's adequate. It's very deep with a very, very wide loading area, so that is awesome. Alright, so to discuss my final thoughts on this Lincoln Continental, I think it's very good. It's a very, very sleek looking, elegant car. It has some minimal yet muscular styling. I very much like it. And overall, it is definitely full of creature comforts. It's one of the most comfortable, adjustable vehicles I've ever sat in with these kind of seats. And the audio system is just kicking. It's awesome. And yeah, I think it really is a beautiful car. And I'm very excited to drive this. So make sure to check out that test drive video coming up soon on the channel. I would once again like to thank Flood Ford and Lincoln of Narragansett, Rhode Island for allowing me to review this vehicle. Their link is down below, and make sure to check them out. Thank you very much for watching, and take care.